What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the early Game Week 25 deadline stream. This is currently how my team looks like. And we're going to be obviously having a poll as well to see captaincy, because I think there's going to be some interesting captaincy considerations as well. I want to have a look and see where the poll for the last captaincy poll. Let me find, because we did a captaincy poll on the channel. Where? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. How do I get this post up? All right, this was the captaincy poll we ran on the channel. Ian, welcome. How are you doing? This is what we ran on the channel, and this is what seemed to be like 74% on Bruno Fernandes, 3% on Erling Haaland, 10% on Joe Pedro, and 13% on other. And I think I know where this other is coming from. There are a few Gabriel captaincies that I noticed as well. So we're going to put like Gabriel as part of the captaincy poll this week to kind of have a look at where people are going. So who is your captain this week? And then we'll have Bruno Fernandes, Haaland, Pedro, Gabriel. If other, please comment. All right, I've put 4 captains. Let's have a look and see what people are going to go with. Is anyone not going Bruno captain except me though? I have seen a few, differential captain. Oh, you're like Bowen as well. I probably should have added Bowen in this conversation. But I put Gabriel for now. But I think Bowen is also nice to have a look and see. Should I change the captaincy poll again and put Maybe I'll put Gabriel. Should I put Gabriel? No. Haaland. Should we have Haaland? 3% have put only Haaland. Should I remove Haaland from the topic and put someone else? Pep has just been quoted saying, I don't know if Haaland will start against Liverpool. What? No. Where are these quotes? Let's see. Fantasy. We're going to have a look at these quotes that are breaking the FPL landscape. I seriously can't be benching Haaland, can I? And also Nick, welcome. Shauna, welcome as well. K Walker, Enzo Fernandez from Chelsea captain. Ooh, okay. I should really actually, you know what? I'm going to change the poll again, because it seems like there are more captains options that I didn't consider. Because like there's Brian Mbuemo, there's Enzo Fernandez. I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to try again. So the new poll would be, who is your captain for game week 25? And what we're going to do is start a poll. Bruno F. Fernandes, Joao Pedro slash Enzo. Maybe Joao Pedro slash Enzo. Mainly because I want to see who is like in the Chelsea category. Haaland slash, let's go Haaland as 1. Actually, no, let's go Gabriel. And then Haaland slash other. I can't believe I put Haaland in the other category, but that is where we are right now. As things stand. Should I put Haaland with the other category? Yeah, let's just put Haaland with the other category. I'll get a better idea based on this poll, like the amount that people have gone 3%. All right. So having said that, let me move this chat so that I can see. I think put another option I've been considering Enzo as well. So should I remove Haaland from this other category? I'm making a no. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me change this poll again. This is going too much. Oh, damn polls. Here I am making different polls. All right, hold on. Let's try this again. I want to get like an accurate measurement of Bruno Fernandez, Enzo slash Joa Pedro, Gabriel slash. Actually, let's just go Haaland. That's one different one. And then the comment. Enzo, Joe Pedro, Gabriel. Let's put Gabriel as well as a, and then Bowen can be in the other section. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this, shall we? All right. Uh, Sandri, welcome. How are you doing? I sent it on Instagram. Let me have a look as well. But hold on, before I get to your team, I want to see these comments, these team selection news comments. Manchester City, Diaz could get Pep Guardiola is not sure whether Bernardo Silva will be fit for the Liverpool game. The midfielder came off in Gameweek 24 and missed the EFL Cup over Newcastle. Ruben Diaz returned to City squad on Wednesday, but unused substitute. We'll see if he plays minutes, but good news for us. John Stones is coming close to a comeback. Asked if there's a chance Erling could be benched with Omar Marmoush bagging a brace in midweek. Erling is the best striker in the world. I don't know if he plays. We'll see tomorrow. Always I said Erling is the best. This is non-commun. This is basically, you have to wait and see kind of situation. This is a you wait and see, and then when the lineup comes out, you'll know whether he's starting or not starting. Kazman FPL, welcome. How are you doing, my friend? Bruno for me, mate. Good luck. Best of luck to you as well. Best of luck to you. So basically, like Pep has gone and said, "Oh well, he might start. He might not start. It is what it is." All right, Sandra, I haven't gotten your team yet. Is it the same team as the one you sent me? Oh, now I've got it. Now I received it. All right, this is Sandry's team that I just received. So basically, Rhea, Richards, Gabriel, Anderson, Wilson, Bruno, F. Anderson from Forest, Rice, Haaland, Thiago, and TK. On the bench, you got Bruno G, O'Reilly, and Mukiele with Dubravka as the goalkeeper bench option. Maybe have Mukiele as second sub over O'Reilly, I guess. I'm just wondering. Now, here's a question as well. I think the team looks good. I don't mind it. Now, I've also been thinking with Thiago. To start Thiago or to bench Thiago, I don't know what to do actually. I'm also starting Mukiele because I don't really trust Malik Chow to keep a clean sheet, and I don't trust Guehi also to keep a clean sheet. I just think that Mukiele will at least get me potentially might just get me DEFCON even if it doesn't keep me a clean sheet. Now, what I'm thinking is, should I start Thiago over Wilson or Declan Rice? I don't know what to do. Also, I've taken a -4. I've taken a hit. I ended up selling O'Reilly and bought in Timber. So I did take a hit this week as well. And Sandry has done Timber to Gabriel. Timber to Gabriel. Oh, sideways move. Interesting. I would have tried to double. Oh, you already had David Raya. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. If you had Raya as well, it kind of makes sense. Ian's big question is, do I still play Dubravka if I want to captain Bowen? My other keeper is Petrovic. Petrovic this week is playing against Aston Villa. Maybe start Petrovic. You don't. Here's the thing. I highly doubt Petrovic is going to keep you a clean sheet. But start him and see. You might get lucky. In terms of save points, at least. You might get some save points, potentially. So I don't mind. Start him and see. You might get some save points. And then Ian's team. Let me load Ian's team from this way. Simonal, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. Okay, this is Ian's team. Ooh, 86 points. Well done, Petrovic. Oh, you had Petrovic as well. No wonder. Gabriel, Timber, Ballard, Chalaba, Words, Garner, Enzo, Bruno Fernandes, Rogers, Haaland, Bowen, unfortunately, on the bench. Matthias Mane, Dubravka, and Patrick Dogu. So, what did you do, Ian, in terms of moves? Starting Marcos, he will do damage. Who is this? Thiago? Question is over who? Sandri says start Thiago in for Enzo. No way. He's playing Wolves. Surely not. Surely not. It's either one of Harry Wilson or Declan Rice for me. Simon says, any news on Timber? When is Arteta speaking? 1:30 p.m. Isn't 1:30 p.m. right now? Isn't is it 1:30 p.m. now? What time was the stream supposed to start? 1:30 p.m. Yeah, GMT. So it's 1:30 p.m. right now. So Arteta's press conference should be going on now. So we might get news while it's going on. So we're gonna have to wait and see while Arteta's press conference goes to see whether we get anything. But I think like Timber should be fine. I am expecting him to be fine. Who would you have as a third Chelsea player if you were to have one? Probably not Chalaba. Well, Chalaba will be the defensive option if you wanted a defender. Otherwise, the goalkeeper would be Sanchez. Depends on whether you wanted a goalkeeper or depends on whether you wanted a defender. Sanchez or Chalaba. I got a good 90 points. 90 points. Wow. That's huge. 90 points is a massive score. I mean, 86 from Ian is also huge, to be honest. So both of you guys got really big scores. Well done. I had Bowen on the bench and sold Ekitike last week as well. I sold Ekitike as well, but I bought in Joe Pedro. So I just lost 3 points on that deal. But I should have maybe sold. If I sold Thiago, then I would have had because I ended up on 74 points for me, 73. If I sold Thiago, someone lost a bonus point from the looks of it. If I sold Thiago, I might have ended up on 73 plus another 11. Yeah, I would have had 84 points. Should have been pretty nice, but it is what it is. He isn't seen training, says Samuel. Oh, okay. I'll have to have a look and see. Can you have a look at my mini league? Where are you in the mini league over here so I can bring it up? Oh yeah, 71. Okay, let's have a look. 71. Here we go. Wilson and Rice are better than Enzo for points, and I'm a Chelsea fan. Yeah, but it is end of the day Wolves, right? I agree. I think there is a chance that those two maybe potentially outscore Enzo because Enzo's route for points have been slightly fortunate, but he's been getting points recently, so I don't know. It's a tough one. Maybe I just bench Thiago. I don't. It's against Newcastle as well, and Newcastle are so bad. 13-22. You have a massive lead, my friend. You should be fine for now. As long let's see how you go with the double game week, and then after the double game week, let's see. You have what 22, so you have a 49-point lead. Not too bad, 49 points. Shauna says Chalaba. Yeah, that's for Nick. Chalaba is probably it's either that or Sanchez. This week I was planning on buying Rice for Ghana, but might pivot if Timber isn't available. Please don't tell me Timber isn't available because I went and bought Timber in today for a hit. For a hit of all places. I'll be annoyed if he doesn't. If no Saka or Timber spotted in Arsenal training. It's fine. You know what? I bought him in for a hit. I moved early. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Edwin, how are you doing? Welcome. Undisputed champion. Yep. How many minutes did Timber play in the cup? To be honest, that cup was a training session for Arsenal. I got up to watch it as well, which was even worse because it was such a boring game that I was watching. He played a full 90. I think he'll be fine, guys. I think he'll be fine. Arsenal posted a pic of him arriving, and Sky Sports said he isn't seen training. So when it's Arsenal's game, they have a game tomorrow. It's a home game as well, right? It's a home game as well. So they have a training session today, which obviously will be going on today when Arteta makes his press conference. So we'll see. We'll see. During the stream, we might get some news. Bots are Rice to Saka. Is it a bad idea? Both play Dubravka and Captain Bowen. No, you can do that as well. Then you're just hoping for Dubravka save points, which if he makes about 6 to 9 saves, you might look at potentially 4 points from your keeper. Depends on whether you think West Ham will take a lot of shots. Edwin says bought Rice for Saka. I don't mind that. One transfer, Rufus to Sanchez, or use transfer to replace Saka. Use transfer to replace Saka. That's what I would do. Musty, welcome, welcome. What's Embuemo this week? Oh, this week I'll say Embuemo. Otherwise, after that it'll be Florian Wirtz. I've been thinking because Dubravka always get I mean, I remember I started Dubravka not last week. Oh, not last week, yeah. Not the week that just passed. The week before I started him over Webreken, I got 5 points. He didn't keep a clean sheet. This was against Spurs. He considered 2 as well, to be honest, and got 5 points. 9 saves, 1 bonus point in a 2-2 game. Can't complain. So if you see something like that, then I don't mind starting Dubravka, to be honest. I think it's a very close one between him and who did you have the other one? You have Petrovic, right? Petrovic also is similar to Webruggen this week, to be honest. So I don't mind if you want to start him, no problem. A really open game because both teams desperately need the result for their survival fight. True. You missed a message, but no problem. I did. Rank 37. Sorry. All right, this is Edwin's team. Rank 37. Can you have a look? My bench is Endai, Tarkowski, Gyu. Gyu, Endai, and Tarkowski, which means Joe Roden is starting this week. Chalaba, Roden, Gabriel, Anderson, Rea, Anderson, Bruno Fernandes, Enzo Fernandez. What did you do with Saka? Bought Rice or Saka? Okay, Rice, Bowen, and Haaland. Joe Roden is playing Forest. Okay. Taco is playing Fulham. Yeah, okay. So Q, Tarkovsky, and Endai because Fulham as well. Joe Roden or Ilman Endai. Everton away from home. Where Leeds? Leeds at home against Forest, which is not too bad actually. Could be a clean sheet for Leeds potentially. This will be a very low scoring game potentially. Maybe. Yeah, I actually don't mind it. I don't mind what you've done. I'm really tempted to bench Haaland and start Endai. You could. Might benefit. Hard to say. Confirm Timber missed training. Damn it. Where is this news coming from? Are we sure that it's confirmed? Where did you find this news? So annoying. Sasa Lukic remains out. Fulham fully as Rodrigo Muniz. Muniz is also back available. Wolves. Angel Gomez and Adam Armstrong are available for selection. Okay, I still haven't seen Arteta's press conference. Mm, all right. You know what? I'll just play it and see. Let's hope for the best, I guess. Who are they playing again this week? Arsenal. They're playing Sunderland. Won't necessarily be an easy one. Like, uh, we will see. We will see what happens. Did you see Guardiola's comments on Haaland? Yes, I did. It basically said you have to wait and see when the lineup comes out whether he's starting or not starting. There's literally this. This is Guardiola's comments on Haaland. So I can't even tell like honestly, like here's the thing. If he's not gonna start, he's not gonna start. So take decide on your risk factor and your risk appetite in terms of how much you want to bench him or start him. It could pay off. Problem is without any leaks, I don't really want to do anything at the moment. And we're not going to get any leaks as well because it's like literally the last game of the game week. I could probably start Thiago over Haaland, to be fair. One thing to also mention is I think Haaland hasn't scored at Anfield so far. I think he has scored at every other ground except for Anfield, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I heard somewhere as a stat. So I heard that as a stat, so I'm like, okay, maybe. Julian Timber missed Arsenal's training session today ahead of the Sunderland match. It appears to be due to load management after his recent full games, not a new injury. No official details on any issue yet. Could be precautionary. This should be fine for games. Like the rest period for games should be okay for Arsenal. Like if I was to get, well, here's the thing. I think Timber should be fine for the double game week. Now here is the where is the this is what I wanted to see. So this is the Lego Mane chart for Arsenal. So currently we were at the Chelsea game. There is a 3-day turnaround between Chelsea and Sunderland, a 4-day turnaround between Sunderland and Brentford. Then you had the Wigan game in the middle. You're assuming that he just doesn't play him for the Wigan game, right? There's no reason to play Timber in that game. You can rotate the entire team if anything. So Brentford and Wolves basically is like a 4-day turnaround between those as well. So you can bench in the Wigan game and not have to start. And then it's the North London derby, which is Spurs versus Wolves. There's a 3-day turnaround as well. So you should expect technically Timber to play all of these games like Spurs, Chelsea, Wolves. He probably should play. Brentford he'll play. Wigan he should be able to get a rest. Doesn't have to play at all. Sunderland. This is where we're kind of uncertain at the moment. So yeah, all depends on how everyone's feeling about it. I think he'll be fine, but yeah, Haaland is prone to ghosting in big games. Yep, to an extent, yes. In certain games, depends on the opponent. Musty says thoughts on Saka to Trossard. Trossard was rested against Chelsea when Martinelli started. It's just that Trossard's minutes is not fully guaranteed. Like in general, Trossard's minutes I don't think have been great from memory. Let me have a look and see. Arsenal. Like if you wanted even over Trossard, so Rice from midfield. Otherwise, if you really, really wanted to punt a differential Arsenal attacker, I think Havertz might potentially be the one. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Trossard, Rohan, welcome. How are you doing? Trossard is like, look at this 80, 74, 45, 63, 23. I mean, you can't guarantee his minutes. And with the double game week coming up, I just wouldn't bother. It's not worth it. Feels not worth it. I mean, he could get a return. because like he's capable of getting return. But like the minutes are just like you can't trust the minutes, so it's just a problem. It's just a headache that you don't want. Who are you captaining? I'm captaining Bruno Fernandes. I mean Ben White is there, so I think he'll be rested. Yeah, I mean like yes to an extent, but he still prefers Timber, right? I need to take a hit now. Wait, why do you need to take a hit? As in you have Timber as well, or who is your backup defenders? Samuel, Madueke too. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Madueke. As in Madueke is an FPL option. Madueke could become an FPL option or like a very short term FPL option because Saka is injured. Saka will probably be back like North London Derby, right? So at least in the double game week, you probably might have Madueke as an option. He might potentially be slightly better than Trossard. But again, with Madueke as well, minutes might be slightly more, potentially slightly better right now than Trossard's minutes. So yeah, that's something for you guys to consider as well. Also, for anyone who's new, please do subscribe. We're trying to get to 250 in terms of subscribers. So if you can help us get there, that would be amazing. And don't forget to hit the like button, guys, because it helps the YouTube algorithm, which means more new people will find the channel as well. David, welcome. How are you doing? Got 2 free transfers and a midfield of Enzo, Rice, Bruno, Harry Wilson, and Anderson. Value tied in Wilson. Opinion on Anderson to Embuemo or roll and go without him? Oh, I mean, Anderson is a solid FPL option, to be honest. The way he's been getting, like, for his price, he's been getting some solid FPL returns, to be honest. Like 7, 5, 5, 7, 4. I mean, you get minimum, at least you get DEFCON. With Leeds and Wolves next, I, I might just keep him. Unless you really, really want Embuemo, I might just keep Anderson. There's also a possibility that they were just practicing him in the training session for the fixture schedule. Protecting him in the yeah, exactly, that's the thing, right? Like he doesn't, if it's load management, he can just go easy on training. And then the because the open training session is also slightly different than the closed training sessions, right? Open training session is usually the first, they get the camera guys to come in, take the photos and everything, and then they go away. I think they do press conference after that, I think. And then they have a training session after. So he could just purely be in the gym doing like a small workout or something without having to go for the open training session. So I think, I mean, probably shouldn't be too, like, we're not, it's not new that Arteta plays these mind games and all this crazy stuff, right? So I think, I don't know. If you guys have Timber, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just start him and hope for the best. So yeah, David, I actually don't mind keeping Anderson, but if you really, really want Brian Embuemo, then go for it. Rohan says team 2 rank 45. It is. Quick decision. I'm holding on to wildcard. 1 free transfer available. Should I replace Saka, Foden, or Haaland? Maybe to Bruno or Embuemo, and Haaland to Ekitike or JP, then Foden to Palmer or Salah. I would do the Saka to Bruno. Yes. Haaland, you probably don't need to remove. Wait, you don't even have Haaland in this one. Oh, this is the free hit one. Sorry. Okay, so Saka to Bruno, I would do. Haaland, I think you can keep, to be honest. You don't have to remove him. Foden, I think you can sell, but maybe not to Palmer or Salah. Like you can go and get like, how can you get? You can go and get Declan Rice if you really wanted to, or you could also go and get a slightly cheaper midfielder, and then use the money to upgrade Barry to JP or Ekitike instead. That's something else as well that you can think about doing. Because I wouldn't just suddenly go and sell Haaland immediately because he's still too big a threat to your rank to suddenly sell him, and then it's going to be, if he does well, then you're screwed big time. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that prevents me from like suggesting selling Haaland, because your rank could tank. I mean, your rank could benefit significantly as well if he doesn't start. But yeah. But I wouldn't go Palmer or Salah. Saka to Rice, Foden to Bruno -4. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. That's not too bad. That is not too bad. Ah, lads. Timber, what are we saying? What are we saying, people? Timber is fine. Fit for the weekend. Simonal, you don't have to worry. You don't need to take a hit. He is fine and fit for the weekend, lads. Fine and fit for the weekend. Uh, just sent my bench dilemma through on Discord, going for no Haaland wildcard. Ooh, interesting moves. Let's have a look. Benching dilemmas. All right, this is Nick's benching dilemma, which I'm about to bring up here. Sanchez, Timber, Olaena, Gabriel, Enzo, Bruno, Embuemo, Semenyo. Words. DK, Joe, Pedro, captaincy, Bowen, Hill, Mukiele, and Dubravka. Have to start Bowen. Have to start Bowen, Nick. If you're having Bowen in your wildcard draft, you have to start him against Burnley. Otherwise, why do you even have Bowen in the first place? Might as well just go and have Krupi Jr., to be honest. If you have Bowen, you have to start him. Either for Semenyo or Wirtz. One of the two. Like Wirtz or Semenyo. One of them has to be benched for Bowen. It's against Burnley. Otherwise, you go and get Krupi Jr. instead. Or even Matthias Mane. Is Raul better option for Barry? I'm not really. I feel like there's no upgrade there. It feels like a sideways move more than a upgrade. I probably wouldn't do that. Not like I wouldn't go that sideways. Otherwise, you know what? If you're looking for a cheaper striker, then go Krupi Jr. from Bournemouth. Krupi Jr. from Bournemouth would be a better option than Raul Jimenez. Jeff, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome. How are things going? For Palace, will Mateta have more minutes than Larson? Mateta, from what I remember, I saw a post saying that he has to undergo surgery and will be out for 4 months or something. So, I would say, I'd probably say, I don't know, avoid. Like, I think Larson will definitely have minutes. Like, Mateta is off. He's like out. So, Larson. I feel there's no right answer here. Regardless of which option I pick, somehow it's going to be the wrong one. Probably. You might have points on the bench. Top on time, welcome. Made by -8. Krupi, Enzo, Timber, Thiago, Gravenberg, O'Reilly. You suggested Wolves players, especially the forwards, because of the double game week. They have 4 points at best. Yeah, no. Like, if you wanted, like, Krupi is better than Matthias Mane for sure over the long term. Like, even if you had Matthias Mane, there are cases to be made where a single game week could outscore the Wolves player. All right, I've Jeff's team 4 free transfers. Jeff's team 4 free transfers and 0.1 in the bank. Maguire, Gabriel, Senesi, Raya, Semenyo, Bruno, Rogers, Rice, Wilson, Haaland, Ekitike, Guehi, Marky, Roden. Did you make any transfers, Jeff? Or you haven't made any transfers? I mean, there isn't really anything that you need to do in this team. Maybe a Chelsea attacker would have been nice. Like either an Enzo Fernandez. You have 0.1 in the bank, so you can't get to Joe Pedro unless you sell like a Haaland, which probably don't want to do. Enzo Fernandez for Enzo for Rogers, Morgan Rogers maybe. I don't know. Like I would have said Harry Wilson, but Harry Wilson's just been nicely ticking along with points that I just don't want to remove Harry Wilson. So it's only Enzo Fernandez that I can think of. The other option is you could get a Chelsea defender in for even Mark. Oh no, you can't get a Chelsea defender in because Chalaba is too expensive. He's more expensive than Guehi, and you don't have the money in the bank to go and get Chalaba. Uh, yeah, I mean, you just roll. Great news, Timber is fine. Yes, 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 yes. Where did I shared it? I think here we go. I don't have to make a move. No, you just go to Game Week 26 with 5 free transfers, and then in the double game week we can decide. Keep in mind, double game week, I should mention to everyone here, double game week is a midweek, guys. It's a Tuesday night deadline, so don't get caught out. Tuesday night is the deadline for all of you, so it's not a weekend deadline. Again, Tuesday night deadline. So I think you see how it goes, and then in the double you probably do 1 transfer or 2 transfers depending on what we learn. Maybe if you wanted to reduce funds a bit more, like you could do Joe Roden to Reinildo from Sunderland, who is I think 3.8 million, if I am not mistaken. Yes, here we go. Reinildo from Sunderland, 3.8 million. If this is just purely a freeing up cash thingy. Or you could even do Mark U to actually you could do Mark U to Krupi Jr. as well, but you don't have the budget, no? Mark U is cheaper than Krupi Jr. We'll see. You could probably like make a few changes here and there after the double. I'll just maybe 1 transfer in the double as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we go. But yeah, roll and so I'll think you roll and have 5 for next week. I think Rice for Ghana. It is for me. Says Ian. Fair enough. Just captaincy now. I'm so tempted by Bowen. If you're confident on Bowen, do it. I think this week is a very open week for captaincy. There's a lot of differential captaincies going about. Where is the poll? What's the poll like? Poll right now, 59% is on Bruno, 29% on either Enzo, Joe Pedro, or Gabriel, and 11% on other. That kind of 0% on Haaland. Oh my days. It's been 18 votes. Oh, my life. Yeah. Thanks, mate. No worries. You're welcome, Jeff. So that kind of shows everything, right? I think captaincy very open this week. Okay. Mateta is undergoing further assessments on ongoing knee problem. This is for who was it? Rohan. Rohan, you were the one who was asking about Mateta, right? Apparently, according to the Crystal Palace press conference, which is going on right now, John Philip Mateta is undergoing further assessments on ongoing knee problem. Julian Timber is fine. Max Dowman as in train. Martin Odegaard is getting better. Will be a matter of days. Saka is progressing but remains a doubt. His hip is getting okay. It's a hip issue for Saka. Okay. Do, 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 do. I think there are many people on Fernandez. That's the problem. I don't like having to hope that Fernandez blanks, even though I own him. Oh well, usually I would say, you basically captain the player who you think will get the most amount of points. For me, I believe like for in my team, so I don't have Bowen, right? And in my team, I believe that Bruno is the one who I think can get the most amount. Nothing on Rice. No, nothing on Rice was mentioned. This is just based on the journalist and what they're saying. Journalists have said that Timber is fine. No, nothing on Declan Rice again. Erling Haaland. Should we try and analyze what this is? Will I get copyrighted? I hope not. Let's have a look. All right, this is exactly we're gonna instead of the whole let me see. All right, you guys can hear it as well, right? Here we go.
I'll ask you about your team selection, particularly up front for the big game at Anfield. Obviously, in the week, Semenyo and Marmoush played very well as a pairing and obviously troubled Newcastle greatly. They've looked very bright. Erling Haaland was rested in midweek. Does he automatically come back in? What do you have to consider when thinking about your team selection in terms of the forward positions?
Erling is the best striker in the world.
So he plays?
I don't know. We'll say tomorrow. Always I said Erling is the best.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right. That's me. When I listen to that, it's more like he's being pretty sarcastic and he's like looking at the reporter like, bro, what are you asking? It's like I'm gonna tell you this answer. Yeah. I mean, you can't read too much into this. I don't know what type of question the journalist was expecting. Like, there's only one answer. There was always only going to be one answer to that type of question. Okay, so yeah. Nick, where's Nick? Nick, I should probably put this in the Discord as well. But yeah, all right. Hopefully, I don't get any copyrights. Otherwise, I'll have to mute that section. Oh my days. So yeah, I think we'll be fine, guys. Anything else? Burnley, no new concerns for Burnley, but James Ward-Prowse can't face his parent club. That's the only thing from the press conference on that. Let's see if there's anything else popping up. Amit, welcome. How are you doing? Any interesting team news? There were. Oh yes, where was it? This is what I saw so far, and I'm trying to look out for some other stuff. Oh, Mikalenko seems to be fit. Interesting. We'll be interested to see if Everton go back to a back four. That includes a left back and not four centre backs. Wanikwan, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Ruben Diaz is fit as well for Manchester City, which should improve their clean sheet prospects a tiny bit, but maybe not against Liverpool. So yeah, this is the main news so far from what we've seen. Anything else? Nothing else so far. Anyone else's teams? Let me close. I'll keep this open for now, but yeah. That's Sandry's. All right. I can close SofaScore. This was the earlier poll we had for captaincy. Wonder, obviously, whether this for this week now. Obviously, we're doing a poll on the chat, and the poll is more favoring towards Enzo, JP, Gabriel, Brunev, and other. Amit says 136 in the league. Okay, let me bring it up. 136, you say? Oh, actually, I had it. Here we go. All right, got Amit's team up. I just feel Spurs are a better team than their league position suggests. I would agree with that. Yes, I'd agree with that situation. However, I would say at the same time that I don't think Spurs have been playing well in the league as well. For example, I mean, when you say better team than their league position suggests, like how much better are we talking about? At best, I would say they'll be around where Everton are at the moment, if anything. I think the remaining 9 teams are better than Spurs, personally. I feel like Fulham are also better than Spurs at the moment. So at best, they become a like 10th, I'd say. Having said that, Spurs, for some reason, when they face a Manchester club, they just end up becoming like this incredible team that are like now in the top 5 or something of the Champions League group stage. That's the type of team that like Spurs turn up to be when they play uh, against any of the Manchester clubs for some reason. Next season there will be no Pep in Prem. Maybe come back for Klopp. Ooh. Come back for Klopp. To who though? For Liverpool? Nah, he's not coming back to Liverpool. Surely not. Are they going to slot like sack Kane slot? Nah, maybe not for Klopp. I don't think so. Because who came back to Liverpool? What's his name? Who is the recruitment guy that came back to Liverpool? Oh, man, I forgotten his name. But he left because Klopp was still there, and then he came back to Liverpool this season. I don't think Klopp is coming back, but yeah. All he did Semenyo to Mbeumo and Thiago to Pedro for free, which means Pedro will start, Semenyo to Mbeumo. Benching Guehi or Mukieli? Should I bench boost in Gaming 26? Your favorite word, Baba Yaga. It's not my favorite word, guys. If you watched John Wick, you would understand. Because I just look at so the reason I say Baba Yaga is because it's the boogeyman. And Spurs are the boogeyman when it comes to playing against City or United for some reason. But the reason, yeah, Baba Yaga is because of the John Wick movie. That's the reason I said it. And they in John Wick they refer to John Wick as the boogeyman. You don't finish 4 out of 24 in the UCL, you've got a bad team. Yes, yeah, but I have more questions about the quality of the UCL more than I do. Spurs recently have gotten the better of United recently in Europa. I know. This is why. Michael Edwards. Yes, that's the person. Thank you, Ian. Michael Edwards. Yes. Yeah. I don't think Klopp is coming back, but yeah. Who is the most nailed Chelsea defender? Chalaba. Chalaba is the most nailed Chelsea defender, followed by Kukurea. John Wick is totally. Yep. So yeah, again, Wilson or Morgan Gibbs White. Ooh. That is a very close one. Initial thoughts for some reason leaning me towards Gibbs White, but Wilson is at home, more routes to points. Let me see what he had. Projection scores 1.38, 1.1. Okay. So you probably lean towards Wilson then. Leeds are expected to beat Forest and win the game. So probably lean towards Wilson. 1-1. United will beat Spurs. Wait and see. I hope so. I actually hope so. I will let you wait and see. And also BBD next. Welcome. My move for team to Saka to Rice done. Cash to Gabriel to 4-2 Arsenal defense now. Damn. Two Arsenal defense now. Wow, that's not too bad. Should you use bench boosting game week 26 or wait later in a game week 33 with that team? With Amit's team? So what's your bench next week? Your bench would be Guehi against Fulham. Mukiele plays Liverpool. Josisa doubles. Sanchez has a good fixture. Joe Pedro here. Matthias Mane doubles. What did you do with Patrick Dogu? Amit? What did you do with Patrick Dogu? You did Semenyo to Embuemo and Thiago to okay. Rogers plays Brighton. Yeah, okay, fair enough. What have you done? Have you sold Patrick Dogu or you still have him? I think you could bench boost. Since you have Jose Sa as well, right? And Sanchez has a good fixture, for example, against Wolves. You probably could bench boost. We'll transfer Dogu next week to someone Forest defense. Yeah, you could do that. The other option is also potentially. Here's the thing: it could be Munoz against Burnley, but might be too much because you might want to sell Munoz again after that potentially. So yeah, fair enough. You could do that as well. Onikwan says my wildcard team: Pickford and Leno. That's two expensive goalkeepers. I probably wouldn't do that. Senesi, Gabriel, Saliba. Yeah, that's fine. Chalaba, yep. Collins, Brentford. 28 onwards is not too bad. Yeah, okay. Collins is fine. Enzo, who do they have in 31? Leeds. Yeah, that's fine as well. Enzo, Bruno, Fernandez, Words, Morgan Gibbs White, Zubimendi. Oh, interesting. Wayne, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. Bowen, Joe Pedro, Ekitike. Who should I change? The goalkeepers I would change. Pickford and Leno. I think there's two, like both of them are too expensive. I wouldn't go for both. I'd go for a cheap goalkeeper and one of Pickford or like maybe one pick. Even Sanchez probably should be in the conversation, but otherwise you could also even go for goalkeepers. I think Sanchez right now is the standout keeper. Petrovic, I don't trust Petrovic that much to be honest, and they've signed a keeper as well. Everton, City, Sunderland, Spurs, West Ham. Fulham keeper, I don't fully go suggest. I mean, goalkeepers. If Rufus had better fixtures in the next couple, I would have probably suggested him. There's even a potential case to be made about Henderson. Like Henderson, Brighton, Burnley, Wolves, United, Spurs, Leeds, blanks. But in the blank, you play your second keeper. And then they'll have a double game week later as well. Crystal Palace. So Henderson is also not a bad shout, I should say. I should mention. But yeah. And Zubamendi as well. I don't think Zubamendi necessarily is an FPL pick. Probably replace him as well. The rest I don't mind actually. Charo, welcome. How are you doing? Gutted was in 2 minds to play my bench boost last week. Kelleher, Senesi, Krupi Jr. and Ronaldo. Ooh, that's massive. I am so sorry about that. That's a lot of points. Hopefully, when you play your bench boost, you get the same number of points or more, ideally. Sorry about that. That was unfortunate. Amit says, can expect 4-4-4 and many clean sheet for Dogo transfer. So looking around 18 to 20. If you can get 18 to 20, I think that'll be pretty good. I don't mind that. Next week, I think there'll be a few bench boost ones. I also think there'll be a few triple captains being played next week as well, potentially. As a chip. So it's going to be like, there definitely will be chips played next week, whether it's a triple captain or a bench boost. And obviously, we're seeing wildcards played this week. Is it just me or Spurs versus United always feels like there's bound to be some drama in the match? No, there probably might be a bit of drama, but hopefully not. I don't know. It's very hard to call because the last time United went on a 3-game week streak, right? Win game streak under even Ruben Amorim, the only 3-game win streak that Ruben Amorim ever had in his tenure at Manchester United. The next opponent was Spurs. Then they lost to Spurs, didn't they? So we're back again in the same scenario again, where United have now gone on another 3-game win streak that they've gone on, and their opponent again is Spurs. So I don't know, but it's at Old Trafford, right? So you have to favor the home team. Radi, welcome. How are you doing? Would you go for Trossard or Madueke? I just want to go against Rice. Already have Timber, Gabriel. I would lean more towards Madueke than Trossard at the moment. Because for Madueke, Saka is injured, so Madueke can get minutes. Whereas for Trossard, there is always like Martinelli who could play on that spot as well. And if I'm not mistaken, Martinelli isn't really injured, isn't he? So yeah, so I probably lean towards Madueke. It's a very short-term pick, I'll tell you that. And you probably might want to get someone else in after that. But yeah, for the double, probably leaning towards Madueke more than Trossard at the moment. Mbuemo has a good record versus Spurs. Part of the reason why I have him in my team this week. Wasn't there one time when Spurs got a red card and still thrashed United by like 4 goals? What? What game is this? Red card? Really? Was it the other way around? We can find out actually. But how far is this? I don't have anything in recent memory. Here's our previous record. If you saw it by date, is this the game you were talking about? 4-3? No red cards in this one. This was the League Cup. There was this, which was a Bruno Fernandes penalty. How do I not remember this? 6-1 to Spurs. Jeez. Oh, this is the red card. This is the red card you were talking about. This was United got a red card. Anthony Martial. I think this was the downtime of Solskjaer getting close to getting the sack. I think this is the game you're talking about. You play any games like Arc Raiders? Arc Raiders, no. I used to play. So if you're talking FPS, I used to play like Apex and Call of Duty. Although now I've stopped playing both. Recently, I have been playing Counter Strike with a friend. Although I'm pretty bad at Counter Strike because it's more mouse and keyboard, and I'm used to playing like a controller. So I'm slightly improving in Counter Strike. But yeah, it was mostly Apex or COD that I used to play, and now Counter Strike. I haven't played Arc Raiders. But apart from that, any other games? I'm playing FIFA Ultimate Team and Pro Clubs. Pro Clubs with obviously some of the legends in the chat. So Nick, and then Karan, and some of Karan's friends as well. So we have a Pro Clubs team for the channel. That's over on the gaming channel that we play. But yeah, Andy, welcome. How are you doing? Minus 12 resole players I got in. Of course, that is Andy. Also throw my coffee all over everything. Just sat down to chill. Will Eze play? I would not go and buy him if I was you. Will he play? I don't know. I wouldn't buy him. Oh no, Andy. Seems like you've had a long day, and the day has just started. Who's the Ghana's team with no Saka? I would assume it'll be Madueke who comes in for no Saka. So if we were to look at the cup game, let me bring back SofaScore. So this was the starting lineup, right? I'd assume instead of Gyökeres, they probably have Havertz. And yeah, Eze could play actually because Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Odegaard is still not yet fully fit. So yeah, I think Eze could play. And I think they have Havertz instead of Gyökeres. Eze minutes doubtful? Yeah, he might not play a full 90. He might play like 60 to 70 maybe. Who else can appear? No God. I think it might be something like this, but Havertz instead of Gyökeres. What about draft? Good that you reminded me. I completely forgot. Alright, this is the draft. How much did I get? 45 points is not too bad, but I ended up benching both Beto and Gyökeres. Sad times. Alright, so this week we will. Should we play Pickford or Rufus? Let's play Pickford. We'll maintain the defense as it is. I'll probably start Beto over Gakpo. Or Gyökeres. Honestly, I don't know what to do with Gyökeres, to be honest. Even over Liam Delap, to be honest. Maybe something like this. Honestly, I don't like Liam Delap. Anyone wants Liam Delap, I hate him. He's a pretty shitty FPL option. I pretty just like generally, I don't know what I watched that semi-final and I was like, what the hell does Liam Delap offer to Chelsea? Wow. Problem is Reinders and his minutes have not been too bad. Let me go and bring him in. For who though? Oh, nah, I don't trust anyone. Damn, no one's available. Oh well. I think I'll probably do something like this. Raul, Bowen, or Krupi Jr. For this week, Bowen. This week, Bowen. After that, Krupi Jr. I got Marmoush for Eze, but now Eze is locked. Fair enough. Marmoush is not too bad. That's why minus 12 to get Pedro in for Palmer, and Delap is not a pick. Yeah, no, Delap, I hate Delap. If only I could have 6 midfielders and 1 striker. I'd rather take 0 strikers, to be honest, but oh well. It is what it is. Draft is going to get interesting. I'm going to drop. Who is beating you at draft right now? Oh, Mihir. Ooh. Nick is right behind. Nick has like Haaland and also, I think. I think I'm bottom, guys. Oh shit, I'm not bottom. Tiger is right behind me. Oh my days. To be honest, I forgot about draft completely for like a couple of months. Because while I was traveling it, I just completely forgot. And draft, go through the teams as a hint. Okay, let me bring that up again. Who is available? Arsenal, there wasn't anyone that I wanted. Aston Villa. Andy, did you take Hill? Oh, who is WS? Someone has Hill. Damn it. Mm-hmm. Brentford. Do I want Brentford at the moment? I don't think I want Brentford at the moment. Man United options have been taken, sadly. Even I have Man United options. Well, it's Kobe Mino, but I'm not going to get Kobe Mino. Pascal Gross. Pascal Gross. The only problem with Pascal Gross is that I don't want a midfield. I want a forward. My days. Who are the forwards that are available? Kolo Muani, Enes Unal. Damn, these forwards are lacking. Beto, Delap, Gyökeres. Leeds defender for a week. Over my Fulham defender, maybe. Nah, it's against West Ham. West Ham is scoring goals this week. So, maybe not. Wolves defender, maybe, for the double. Suchek. Kilman, nope. Forest. I had Murillo, right? Reinders is the one. James Garner? No. Mario Fernandez is doing well. Cody Gakpo is my only Liverpool attacker at the moment. Dougie Lewis, I'll keep Dougie Lewis. Could become good. Reinders, I don't know. Like, Reinders is probably the one I would like to get, but my midfield, I'm kind of happy with my midfield. Tammy has been taken, right? If I'm not mistaken. Andy should have been on Tammy straight as he started. He's locked. Why is he locked? Who signed him and released him? Someone must have signed him and released him. That's probably why. Where is, you know what? Rohan, you have Stan Larson. Damn you. He's up next week. Me? Oh, you signed him and released him. Damn it. Of course. Man United have problems with Knox. Not really, but like, yeah. All right. I'll figure it out. I need to get rid of. Okay, I'm going to go and, if I can, I'll try and get Tammy Abraham next week. Hopefully, I should be able to get Tammy Abraham because I'm almost bottom of the league. So I should be able to sign Tammy for this thing. Should I go for Pino one start? That's the only problem. Oh well. Havertz. I think Havertz was signed. Havertz. Havertz by B. This is Becky, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's Becky. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. Gabriel Jesus? No, I'm not going Gabriel Jesus. I don't think he's available even. WS. I'm not sure what WS is. Who's WS? Will? I think it might be Will. Oh well, we'll see how we go. All right, so we're gonna have something like this week. Liam Delap, should I start or bench? Let's bench and see. Tiger, welcome. How are you doing, Tiger? All right, let me close that. Let me close some of the teams. I sent you my team. Let's bring it up, shall we? Is this the one, Tiger? We are good at draft. We know our stuff. That's why there's no one to pick. Yeah. Callum Wilson. If Callum Wilson starts, maybe. Is he available? I don't even know. Transactions. West Ham. Callum Wilson, does he start though? Where is Callum Wilson? Yeah, he's signed. I think MS is Mihir. I have Mario Fernandez. Suchek is there, but yeah, guys, the forwards are gone. Unless Richarlison comes back, then yeah. NS Unal is not too bad, but he doesn't start enough games. Cool, boy. Not trustable. First day, maybe. You know what? We'll see how we go. Tiger, take a hit for Malik Chow to Chalaba or hold him. Are you starting Malik Chow this week? And do you really need Chalaba this week? As in, like, who are your other defenders that you're starting? Do you really need Chalaba? If you want him really badly, then I don't mind it. Like, I took a hit this week to get rid of O'Reilly to bring in Timber. So it's mainly to get double Arsenal defense, and also because the double game week next week. That's why I did it. So it depends whether you really need it this week. And then this is Tigers team, obviously, with Dubravka, Taco, Timber, Chalaba, Van Heck, Bruno, Enzo, Cunha, Garner, JP, Raul, Haaland on the bench, Semenyo on the bench. Big calls, Petrovic and Luke Shaw. Are you sure you don't want to start Haaland, Tiger? The only thing is, I don't know who. I've got no transfers. Fair enough. I have Timber, Malik Chow, Mukiele, Dogu, and Goodmanson. Oh, I see your problem. How much money in the bank, Simonal? If anything, I will. Mm, you could probably start Goodmanson if you wanted to, alongside Timber and Mukiele. You could do something like that and bench Malik Chow. Or you could start Malik Chow as well over Goodmanson. Com, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Don't like Haaland? Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind the rest of the team. I think City will score against Liverpool. I just don't know whether it's going to be Semenyo or Haaland or someone else. Who to triple captain this week makes sense. Later game week, maybe the league will be running game week 36. You mean for game week 26, Amit? If it's game week 26, triple captaincy will be on Gabriel. Muhin, welcome. 155 in your league. We were just talking about you when it came to the draft. 155. Triple captain in game week 26. Yeah, it'll be Gabriel. Where's this is Muhin's team, Disco Potato. Yeah, I mean, Tiger, team looks fine. Haaland or Semenyo, I'd like to start at least one of them maybe over Raul Jimenez even, or even over James Garner. But the rest I think looks fine. Or even actually over Van Heck, to be honest. Over Van Heck, I might even potentially start one of them. But I think the rest looks fine. Chat, what do you think about this? Let me know. And then this is Disco Potato, Mohin, Rare, Taco, Alderete, Timber, Anderson, Foden, Enzo, Bruno, Palmer, Krupi, Haaland. So, Mohin, what's your Saka transfer? Rice away record and he hauls in away this season, both matches away. Interesting fact. Wait, you're telling me he hauls in away games? So you're telling me that I should be benching Declan Rice this week and starting Thiago? Man, Thiago, man. So annoying. Home, he scored away 17-pointer. I don't know what to do with Thiago, chat. I feel like I'm going to be benching Thiago points this week. I'm going to be benching points this week. I just feel like it's going to happen. And when I mean benching points, I don't mean like 2-pointers. I feel like I'm going to be benching a haul. I personally don't seem to like Haaland, but FPL is not personal. Yeah, true. That's the thing. That's the only thing. And then obviously for going back to Muhin, what did you make a Saka transfer? Or are you yet to make a Saka transfer? Noni for -4 for Foden to Mbeumo. Oh, actually don't know. I don't mind Madueke. I don't mind it. Oh, you could also. It's a bit crazy, but you think of one. You think of next week, right? As well, because next week probably Gabriel will be one of the best captaincies. If you were to do, let's say, for example, Dogu to Gabriel, right? Then you would have to downgrade both Saka and Foden, if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to go for Madueke, yes, but then you have to ask yourself whether Do you want Madueke or do you want Gabriel? And Gabriel means triple Arsenal defense, which I don't know if you want to do or not. That's the other question. Regarding Raul Jimenez, Muniz could be back this week. Yes, I did see that. Apparently, Muniz could be back. But I would assume that Raul Jimenez will still start, but Muniz will now start slowly taking minutes off him. Rice Halls in away, triple captain of Game Week 26. That's to consider. Oh, yeah, could be. I just think people will be on Gabriel because of the flow for Gabriel is much more higher than what Declan Rice could have potentially. We'll talk about it in the pod. I think I haven't decided when to do the pod. Pod will be either on a Monday or Tuesday, one of the two. Um, Triple Arsenal defense seems tricky. Yeah, like that's the only thing, right? I'm just thinking, like, if you really wanted, it's like Dogo to Gabriel, and then you downgrade Saka and Foden. But that's triple Arsenal defense. So if you really want it, then yes. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, because you have to think about captaincy as well for next week. So who's going to be a captain for next week? Because that's kind of important as well. So whoever you bring in this week will have a effect on your captaincy next week. Noni cap next week or Timber? Uh, so here's the thing. Madueke captaincy is very similar to Declan Rice situation where the ceiling is high, the floor is low. Timber and Gabriel, the floor is slightly higher, but their ceiling could also be matched or slightly lower than Madueke or Rice. So the way I'll say is tomorrow, like next week's games in 26, right? You have Arsenal against Sunderland and Arsenal against Wolves. Now, Arsenal against Brentford and Arsenal against Wolves. If they get one clean sheet out of the two games, that would be 6 points plus if he gets DEFCON. Now, the thing is, Timber doesn't really get DEFCON that much. It's Gabriel who tends to get more DEFCON. So for Timber, it's 6 points. When you compare Timber versus Gabriel, it's a slightly different story. Because if Gabriel gets DEFCON 8 points, and then he might even snatch a bonus or two. So you're looking anywhere between 9 to 10 points in one of the games. And then anything on top of the other game is like a bonus. So, like, Gabriel could come out with roughly somewhere between 9 to 20 points next week over the course of the 2 game weeks. Timber could come out anywhere between 8 to 16. Would 8 to 16 be too much? I think something like that. 8 to 16. Yeah, if I was to say. And the reason I say 8 to 16 is 6 points plus 2 points from appearance, assuming he loses the clean sheet in the other one. So 8 points there. Or 16 if he keeps a clean sheet in both and also manages to get some bonus points as well. Madueke, on the other hand, could probably have a higher cap, like a higher ceiling. Like if he hauls in one game, you're looking at 10 to 12 points, 10 to 13 points in one game. Yeah, so Madueke could be slightly higher than Timber. So yeah, Madueke I don't mind. What if I do Saka, Foden to Embuemo or Noni/Rice and Timber to Gabriel next week? You could do that as well. You could do it. It's not a bad shout. But maybe wait before you do the Timber to Gabriel move. Don't do it this week though. For this week, however, I think if you really wanted to, you could do Saka to, like, even you could do like you could do let's say you wanted to get Embuemo, you can do Saka to Embuemo this week and bench Phil Foden as well. That's another option. And then decide on the third Arsenal option next week. Andy says I need a -4 next week for cash, so I'll get Wolves goalkeeper in and maybe Mane. And do I triple captain or bench Wolves next week? If you're getting both the Wolves goalkeeper and Matthias Mane, what's your bench looking like, Andy? Am I overthinking? No. You're not overthinking at all. Kaiser Ahmad, welcome. How are you doing? Can you review my team? Yes, I can. I'll put the mini league up as well for those of you. It's easier for you guys to join the mini league in the future. And then I can bring the teams up for you guys via the mini league in the future. It's a bit more easier. If I bench Borden, I'll have to play Alderete. Oh no, then don't do it. Actually, you can bench Alderete. I don't mind starting Alderete. I'm starting Mukiele, but yeah, it's fine. You can start Foden then, and do the Saka move, and then decide next week what you want to do with this Arsenal player. And maybe gives you one more week of slightly more better information. Unless you really wanted Madueke this week for the fixture against Sunderland. 93848. Okay, this is Kaiser's team. 6-7 with Raya Gabriel captaincy. Ooh, see, already Taco, Malik Chow, Unfortunate, O'Reilly, Wilson, Semenyo, Enzo, Bruno Fernandes, Joe Pedro, and Haaland. Krupi, Roden, Bruno G, and Dubravka. Did you make any transfers, Kaiser? Did you make any transfers? Like Bruno G? Did you sell Bruno G? Do you still have him? What's the plan? I think Bruno G is one that you probably look to sell. Question is, have you already sold him? Oops. You haven't sold him yet. You could do Bruno G to. There are a few options. You can go Declan Rice. People are also talking about Madueke as another option from Arsenal if you wanted to. Or you could just wait next week and decide on the Arsenal player. If you're waiting next week and deciding on the Arsenal player, you can start Krupi Junior this week if you really wanted to over Malik Chow. Oh yeah, Bruno G for Declan Rice as well. It's not a bad option. I don't mind it. Unless you wanted to wait and decide next week for the Arsenal player. One of the two. That's fine. But if you decide to keep him and decide next week, then Krupi Junior can be started. Actually, you probably you could start Krupi Junior over Malik Chow if needed this week. But otherwise, Bruno G to Declan Rice is fine. Bruno G can go to Brian Mbuemo as well, but you probably want a third Arsenal player more than Brian Mbuemo at the moment. Unless you end up selling one of Semenyo or Harry Wilson next week. Also, don't know about your budget. 1.9. Yeah, possible. I'll wait till next game week. Okay, fair enough. Keep in mind that next game week is on a Tuesday deadline. Don't forget, it's a Tuesday deadline for us over here. So that's something to keep in mind as well. All right. So, Muhin, what are you doing in terms of final moves? I'll go back to Muhin's team as well. Bring it up. Here we go. The Muhin's team. Captaincy. Captaincy for this week is either Bruno. There are a few options. Bruno Fernandes is one. Joe Pedro is another option. Keeping it on Gabriel is also an option this week. I don't mind that as well. Those are the main three from your team. Enzo is a punt. Is an outside shout. But yeah, those are the main three. Haaland at the moment probably not. I think you just own Haaland more than captain. So either Bruno, Joe Pedro, or Gabriel. I'm mainly on Bruno at the moment. Sorry, was away. No, where is Andy? I was going to ask you about your team, but you sent your team in, so let me bring it up. Did you do me? No, I'm about to. This is Andy, Pickford, Gabriel, Timber, Chalaba, Tarkowski, Enzo, Rice, Palmer, Bruno, Mbuemo, Haaland. Krupi, Barry, Mukiele, Rufus. What did you ask, Andy, in terms of you were asking about your bench boost, right? Rufus. You have Sunderland, Pickford, and oh, you said you were gonna buy Josesa. Who are you gonna sell, Andy, to buy Josesa and Matthias Mane? Who are you selling for Matthias Mane? Were you selling Barry? This team I sent a new one. Yeah, this is the new one, right? You have Pedro? Wait. What's your new team? What did you do? So what's your new team? I don't have a new team. This is the one that I got today. Unless you made more moves after this. Ian says, okay, I think I'm committing to the Bowen captaincy, playing Petrovic instead of Dubravka. All right, best of luck, Ian. Best of luck. I hope for you that it pays off. I have a good feeling. Go for it. And if Bowen holds, I will give you a special shout out on the next live stream or video, whichever one I end up doing. Probably a live stream because it's a Tuesday deadline. So if Bowen holds, I will give you a shout out in the live stream for sure. You'll be the first team I look at. On Graham sent the one before. Okay. All right, here we go. So this is the new team. Pickford, Rufus, Gabriel, Timber, Chalaba, Taco, Mukiele, Enzo, Rice, Semenyo, Bruno, Mpuemo. So next week your bench would include Krupi Jr., who will be playing Everton. Pickford will also be playing Bournemouth. Sunderland will be playing Liverpool. But you said you were going to buy Josesa? Do you need to bring in Wolves players next week? Is it really needed? Doesn't really look like your team needs any Wolves players, to be honest. I think I just buy the Wolves goalkeeper. Is it Tuesday? Is this the Tuesday deadline? Yeah, game week 26 is a Tuesday deadline. Yes. 26, yeah. Wednesday morning for us. Watch it and weep. We'll see. But yeah, Tiger, you were right. Tuesday deadline. Do you uh yeah, you could potentially buy the Wolves goalkeeper. You don't necessarily have to bench Wolves then. Because Rufus will be playing Liverpool. Next week and triple captaincy, I need to get money too much in goalkeeper position. Yeah, that I would agree. So you end up selling Pickford first. Because Rufus is a decent long term hold. If it fails, I still have a brilliant team next week. Yep, that's true. I don't need two keepers. No, you don't. This is what I say for every wildcard draft. Two keepers is the days of rotation keepers is long gone. The days of rotation keepers is long gone. Not much time to think of a new team. No, definitely not. You just do your transfers and keep moving. All right. I'm just trying to find out any other information, but in terms of team news, we don't seem to have anything else. Let me refresh this. We're free 2.7 in the bank after TK for KPJ after Sunderland game. Yeah, I don't mind that. Who else are we looking for? Mikalenko back. Bournemouth late call to be made on Brooks. Muniz returns for Fulham. Angel Gomez. Angel Gomez available. Is Angel Gomez priced in FPL? Interesting that Angel Gomez is playing now. Yeah, Angel Gomez, 5 million. Ooh, not too bad. Let's see whether he starts against Chelsea or not. I hope for him that he does well. I hope he does well. Let's see. Former United wonder kid, I would say. They've been really good. But I think it's just that the physicality of the Premier League plus United switching managers here and there didn't help his cause. But he had a lot of potential. James Justin Guehi Mukeli would start as third defender. I am leaning towards James Justin as the first option and then Mukiele as the second option. Leeds versus Forest. You might get something in this game. Hard to say. This is a tough game to kind of predict. So Justin first, Mukiele second. Just need to sell Everton defender for Hill to get the cash. Then I think just have Haaland, Pedro, Ekitike, or Thiago in any one time. I like, yeah. All right. So it looks like everyone's teams are set. I'm still on the 50-50 bench of play Thiago, start Thiago. I think I'll just bench Thiago. Go with my initial gut feeling, and just play this team and see how it goes. Mm. All right. I'm trying to find more team news, but nothing as things stand. I think this is basically it. Andrews on why he bench Collins. Uh, Bruno trains. Gordon set to miss out. Hamstring. Okay. Is it FA Cup next week? Next weekend, yes. Next weekend is FA Cup. That's why there is no weekend games. It's FA Cup weekend. Thiago on bench is better. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of right now. I think I'm gonna just keep it as it is, to be honest. All right. Any other questions, lads? Because I think we might be getting close to ending for today. You do end up at the end of the season with 5 million banked. There's always a good team with luck at 100. Yeah, fair enough. All right. I think I'll look to end it here. Next good wildcard window. I think we're looking at game week 30, 32 or 33. Depends on when the double is. I think the double is in 34. When was City playing Burnley? City were playing Burnley 34. Yeah, I think this was one of the double game weeks suggested. Game week 34. So I think 32, 33 will be where people look to wildcard. So yeah. Any final questions, people, before we look to end it for the day? Free hit next week for the double, but we all have 3 gunners. Yes. Oh, free hit. I wouldn't free hit. If you're thinking of bench boosting or triple captaincy, I'll consider that. Free hit, I probably wouldn't do it. I'll save your free hits. Next live stream. Next live stream will be Monday. Will be a live stream. Tuesday will also be a live stream. I haven't decided whether Monday's live stream is going to be a podcast or team selection yet. I need to message Ion and kind of decide on that. So yeah, Monday or Tuesday. I mean, actually, both Monday and Tuesday's live streams. I just haven't decided which one is which. Like whether it's a podcast or the team selection stream. Did end team wildcard out in last blanks? Yeah, you probably did end. Yeah, but like if we have 2 double game weeks, one of the double game weeks will end up becoming a free hit one, right? What time's deadline? So deadline today is deadline's at 5:30 in the morning for me. So that's in about 3:30, 4:30. That's in like 3 hours, 15 minutes, the deadline. I'm going to go and sleep. I'm not staying up to the deadline. But like, yeah, it's in like 3 hours, 15 minutes. Start Rogers or Evan Nilsson, says Riley. Welcome, Riley. Rogers or Evan Nilsson? Ooh. I will lean towards Evan Nilsson for the home player. Evan Nilsson. It's a close one though on that one. Okay. I think that's it in terms of decisions to be made this week. Any further questions, anyone? Or is that it? Yeah, I'm so stuck on it. Yeah, I think I probably lean towards Evan Nielsen slightly because of the home game. That's the only reason I'm leaning towards it. But it's a very close one, that one. Because both of them are capable of returning, but both of them at the same time are capable of blanking as well. Send my team in the Discord, 90% locked. All right, let's look at yours. Aha. How do I open this? All right. This is Ian's current team. Petrovic, Gabriel, Timber, Chalaba, Wirtz, Rice, Bruno Fernandes, Enzo, Rogers, Haaland, Bowen, Matheus Mane, Bala, Dogu, and Dubravka. Made my transfers as well. Fair enough. So it's just Dogu next week to decide. Double. Yeah. Good luck on the Bowen captaincy. Midfield looks pretty solid. Yeah. Looks good, I think. Looks good. No free hit. I have 4. Will have 4 Dublin in my team already. Fair enough. Live stream 6 p.m. my way. Yes. 6 p.m. your way. Andy. Not Andy, Tiger. Yes. I'm getting Wolves score next week and triple captain Gabriel. Fair enough. I might be open to triple captaincy Gabriel. I just had to think about it a bit more. We'll see how Arsenal do against Sunderland. And if they manage to keep if Arsenal can keep a clean sheet against Sunderland, I'll be way more open to the triple captaincy on Gabriel than I am as things stand. I'm like very like 40, 60, like 40% no, 60%, sorry, 60% don't triple captaincy versus 40% triple captaincy. So we'll see how we Arsenal do. When Hill is close to a rise, probably. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Could be next week. I don't know. But you'll have to make a move next week, right? Oh, well, not necessarily. Depends on what you want to do next week. But yeah. All right. I think we'll end it here. I am slowly falling asleep. I can tell you that now itself. So, having said all of that, shout out to you, absolute legends. To Andy, Ian, Tiger, Riley, Rohan, who else? Kaiser, Muhin, Nick, Combe, Amit, Samanal, Swanikwan, Radi, who else? Jaro as well. Hope you have a better bench boost in the future as well. PBD next. Anyone else that I missed? Tin, Jeff, Turpentine. I mentioned Edwin as well. And Sandri at the start as well. Thank you to everyone, and also Shauna as well at the start. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna end it here. And then you look tired, yeah. So I went today after work, went and watched One Republic, who were in Sydney, touring in Sydney. One Republic, amazing concert, loved it. Did you guys know that Ryan Tedder, from the lead artist of One Republic or lead singer, wrote Beyonce's Halo song. He's the one who wrote it, and then he sang it at the concert today. So I enjoyed that. So yeah. So been a big day today. So going to be getting some shut eye, and then tomorrow obviously watch the football. United versus Spurs. Hopefully that United can actually get their fourth win in a row, because there's a guy out there who hasn't had a haircut for I don't know how long now, and he's probably looking forward to his haircut as well. So United need to win 2 more games in a row, and that guy can probably get a haircut as well. So we'll end it here. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you guys, if you're staying up for the deadline, for those of you staying up deadline, best of luck. For those of you who are in this side, Asian time zone, and further near the Aussie time zone, Asia and Aussie time zone, have a good night. And I'll see you all on Monday. Let's write who you can't believe who did that and who sang. Yeah, exactly. He mentioned that he's written for a lot of artists like Adele, Beyonce, Rihanna. Like he's written a lot of music for them. So yeah. Juntao. Welcome. I was just about to end, but I'll read your question. Rhea, Anderson, Gabriel, Taco, Rice, Bruno, Wilson, Rogers, Enzo, Haaland, Thiago. Subs are Dubravka, O'Reilly, Gu, and Dogu. 1 free transfer, 3.5 in the bank. Help. Anderson, Gabriel, Taco, Rice, Bruno, Wilson, Rogers, Enzo. Rice, Bruno, Wilson, Rogers, Enzo. Haaland, Thiago. I mean, there's a potential possibility you could do. Can you do Gu to like Joe Pedro? Is that out of the budget? Junta? My mate in the UK are brothers, United and Tottenham. Damn. One supports United, one supports Tottenham. That's insane. Can you do Gu to Thiago? Sorry, Gu to Joe Pedro? Junta? Otherwise, I think O'Reilly will have to be the one who eventually leaves. But there's no standout defender that you need this week itself. We are Wolves and Villa because of different sides, but we have a Liverpool fan. We have a black sheep in the family. Oh, who is the Liverpool fan? I have enough of that. Okay, so you could do that if you really wanted to. You could probably do something like that. And then that means you would potentially have to bench one of your midfielders, or you even bench Thiago. So you have to decide now. You can bench Thiago or one of your midfielders, either Rogers, probably most likely Rogers, or you save the cash to buy Ekitike in like Game Week 27. So like in Game Week 27, you probably do, I think you might have to free up funds here and there. Like you probably do like Gu to Ekitike, because Ekitike is more expensive than Joe Pedro. And you might have to downgrade Tarkovsky or Declan Rice. You'll have to probably downgrade one of them in like Game Week 27 to get Ekitike in. If I do Joe Pedro, who would I bench? It would have to be one of Morgan Rogers or Thiago. That's kind of where I would lean at. Although, who do you want to bench? I want Hill and Rice, so I can have Hill of Rice. My cousin had to wear glasses, but as a left back in junior football, he was top scorer for 5 seasons. But because of glasses, he didn't get scouted fully. Can't wear contact lenses, or not allowed to wear contact lenses? Or should I just roll? I think you can roll, to be honest. It's not. I mean, Joe Pedro would be definitely nice to have this week, but you can also roll and like get like a TK in later. What are you feeling like mainly? How do you feel? He's a Liverpool fan. Fair enough. Was 90s and they were to think he needed thick frame. Fair enough. I see what you mean. So back then there were no really contact lenses, so it makes sense. Yeah. Much more harder back then. David lost his sight. He would have not had it as a kid. He would have been picked. Yeah, that's the thing. I think fair enough. Like that, I can imagine quite a lot of players probably lost the opportunity because of those issues. But now, when you look at it, like kids who have like eyesight issue now, they can just wear contacts now, and they wouldn't have those same issues. That's a shame. They don't pick kids who need glasses now, even. Oh, really? Damn. Even if they were to wear contacts, that's crazy. Because you're missing out on a lot of potential talent. That means. I swapped Garner for Haaland in the end. No worries. That's not too bad. I don't mind it, to be honest. I actually don't mind that move. All right. I think we'll end it. Call it a day for today. And I will see you all on Monday. So that's the plan as things stand. I'll see you all on Monday. Thank you all for watching. Juntao, best of luck as well. Thank you for joining as well. And if there's any further questions, I'll be up for like the next 15 or so minutes. So you guys can put it in the comments and I might reply. But after that, I'll be off clocked. I'll be fast asleep. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you all on Monday. Hope you all have a green arrow as well. If it gets to top level, any fault amount they see, yeah, fair enough. I guess it's all small margins, right? So they try and get as every single small margin that they can capitalize on, they'll capitalize. Small margins in world football. All right, we'll end it there. Thank you all for watching. This is my team. Took a -4. Hopefully the -4 doesn't mean I end up getting a red arrow, but probably going to end up benching some players here and there, but we'll see. Anyways, good night, everyone. Hope you have a great night and a great weekend as well. Enjoy the football, and I'll see you all on Monday. Have a good one, everyone. Peace out.